Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
Bart,
Kilchoman, 100% Islay Barley 2021 edition.
from a single farm, we're going to test it.
Some people like to fast forward through that.
They hate it. Other ones cheer it. All right, we're in. I did see that comment. I guess I always skip the yelling. Other people, I think it should be like at a group tasting. Whenever you're getting ready to everybody try it, they should all yell, "Test it!" And then boom, and then I don't know if you got a shotgun it, but
I think it's about a comment a week we get about the yelling. That's what we do.
yeah, I don't like the yelling.
So we just did Kilchoman Seneg.
It's good. I like your pronunciation.
Could be Kalaka,
The syllable.
the Celtic pronunciation. But in America, we say Seneg. Sherried and peated. It was delicious. Exceeded expectations.
I like how you speak for America.
Yeah. Recently in the store, picked up. They had They just got it in the 2021 100% Islay barley, single farm sourced. They do have the type of barley on here. It's Optic Publican. Is the type of barley.
Publican.
100% Islay.
Wow. I like
All from
that.
Islay. Why? Because a lot of people source barley from other regions to make the
other
amount of whiskey that's produced.
And they buy it by like the bushel ton.
Even Kilchoman, some of their other offerings are going to be some sourced barley from other regions. So this one though, 100% Islay barley, single farm, 50% ABV.
The nose is lighter than I thought it was going to be. You never know. I thought maybe it's going to be a peat explosion. I'm not getting a peat explosion here.
Yeah. So Matt and I in the liquor store the other day was looking at this. This is actually a combination of barley distilled from 2007, 2009, 2010, and 2011.
Goodness.
So minimum of 9 years old, which is pretty old for Kilchoman. A few years ago when they were newer, they were putting out 4 or 5 year old whiskeys.
It's good too.
So 9 year old.
Their cast strength blew me away, surprised me, stunned me.
The quarter cask, I think that one was, wasn't it?
God, that was good.
Nice fruity though, nose, malty,
Vanilla malt.
vanilla malt, a little bit of tropical fruitiness.
Maybe a touch of vanilla bean.
Yeah.
It's not like a rich syrupy vanilla. It's that vanilla bean.
Vanilla bean, smoked vanilla bean, light tropical fruits, citrus notes. It's got a kind of a tangy, sour.
Boy, this is very different. Oh, you sampled that one?
Yeah. This one was open, unlike the other bottle that Bart just poured all over.
I didn't know he had it sitting there open, and I'm like, go to read it, and all of a sudden I'm like, it's leaking. He's like, there's no cap on, there's no cork. What? It's early. Wow. Yeah, I get spices. I get a at the end like a cumin. What else is in here? The malt. It's like a spicy malt cinnamon stick. Light on the cinnamon.
What do you think about the peat?
It's very faint. It's like roasting peat. It's like a roasted.
I wouldn't say it's faint. It's light. It's a lighter peat, which it is. And they put it. I didn't want to tell you that up front.
Yeah.
On the back, lightly peated. Lightly peated barley from 2007, 2000. It goes through the different years there. But yeah, it does state lightly peated, and I think it is. It's a lighter peat. It's still here. It's still present. It's not faint.
It's faint. It's faint. This is a faint peat. But the roasting is like it's a light roasted nut or a dry tobacco leaf. Because the smells will move away from that dry leaf of tobacco. That's kind of what this comes in as.
It's roasted peanuts at the carnival, or the state fair when you're walking down and you pick up that.
Oh, it's a beautiful smell.
That aroma.
Yeah. The only thing more fun is watching the spun sugar cotton candy, baby. or deep fried Twinkie.
And I think the 100% Islay barley creates a little bit different palate here. Now, blind, I wouldn't go, oh, that's 100% Islay barley. I'm not saying that, but I think there's a little bit different note here to this barley. Probably the barley, the distillate, that's showing.
Yeah. I almost get, there's a touch of that vegetable. Mm-hmm. Is it vegetal? Mm-hmm. I needed a drop of water, so I added just a little bit more.
Well, you'd have vegetal, which is kind of a plant.
Yeah.
Vegetal, earthy note, or vegetable.
Yeah, I like vegetable.
Now I can't even say it like, the vegetables. Vegetables
Right.
and eat.
That's you were using that in a video about 3 weeks ago, and I was like vegetal, which I know is like a plant type flavor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Vegetal.
Yeah. To me, just kind of a earthy plant based note, vegetal. Mm. So let's see it with a drop of water. Neat, very good. I like it on the palate. Very neat. Little
Sweetened it up a little bit. I get a little bit more of a sponge sugar nose to it.
That's what I was gonna say. I was looking for what on the nose. I'd said kind of some tropical fruit notes on the nose. Not necessarily. I'm looking for it on the palate. Definite more lighter citrus. Maybe some pear, some green apple.
I was just thinking pear, like you just washed and halved the pear. That's exactly what I was thinking. Huh. That's interesting, because you mentioned that tropical before. I didn't get it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know that a drop of water hurt it. I'm not getting anything else. I liked it neat.
I think I liked it neat, although it seemed to open the nose up for me. I didn't get the pear until then. No, about the same. I'm still getting that roasted nut.
Mm-hmm. Vegetal fire. It's like those earthy vegetal notes. There's a swamp fire. Swamp, grass, forest, seaweed fire.
I don't get as much salt. I'm with you on that. It's like burning banana leaves.
Yeah.
Something like that. So. That's interesting. And it is, everything about it's a touch subdued or a little bit softer, rounded edge. So, I mean, you wouldn't say this is a peat clod. This isn't like blowing you up. Now, I always, seems like I'm always saying this be good for intro peat. And then you're always like, yeah. What do you think here? This one, to me, the peat is so faint and light that it's not robust. It's not in your face. It's not choking you out like an ashtray. It's an ashtray.
I think this is still, I'd go more advanced. I don't think this is,
Really?
I mean, well, you're going to get into some, I mean, think, Compass Box Peat Monster. There's a lot more sweet, a lot more fruit with the peat. Yeah. This is a little bit malty. It's a little bit grassy. It's a little bit dry and peat. I think there's probably some better options for beginners.
I'm always trying to
Yeah.
trap the beginners in a peat bog, baby. I want you just to tip down to the peat bog and boom, suddenly can't get out. Suddenly you're like, I'm swimming in the peat bog, baby. Swimming. Can you swim in a peat bog? I don't think you can.
No, well,
I think you sink and then are preserved.
I mean, you can swim when you're falling, in the sky. So that's all you got to do. Lay on your belly.
So it's just the motion.
It's just the motion.
You could swim on the carpet, was what you're saying. You could carpet swim. You could, backstroke. You're backstroking on the carpet.
I'm ready to score it.
Let me go first. 90. I wish it had a little more peat for me. I still like it though. It's Kilchoman too. It's what you would expect. Are you going to say 92?
Nope, 90.
Oh, you're stuck right at the 90.
Yep.
Why? For me, I
same.
want more peat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good bottle. I want something I want a little bit more sweetness.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of sherry in there, more peat, something. Give it a little bit more punch. Very good though. I think the 100% Islay barley shows here. There's a different maltiness with it. That's probably that barley created that distillate that's just a little bit distinct.
I like it. There's 12,000 bottles of this. You wonder if it's 12,000 even. I bet you it was 12,002 and they gave a couple out.
Could be.
Just to even it.
Yep.
Non-chill filtered,
Yep.
natural color,
Yeah.
Kilchoman.
Now, this is, as you just point out, 12,000 bottles. This is one of the limited editions.
Yes.
$120 range.
All right. Did we say the ABV?
50. Yep.
Got it. Yep. 50 straight up. Very nice. And price.
120.
Ooh. Yee.
That's what I just said before you. I
wasn't
said
paying
it's the
attention
limited
to you.
edition. We're back to that
I
120
don't listen
range.
to the words you said. It's worth saying twice. Now, see, that's the problem. Did you pronounce it Seneg?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seneg we had, I was stunned by that price.
Yeah,
$65.
60 bucks.
60. This one, we're doubling it up without all those sweet flavors and stuff. But we learned this when we were out at Islay. You're going to pay a little bit more for that Islay barley.
Mm-hmm.
They're having to ask the farmer, hey, do this Islay or do this barley. We'll buy it from you and do it right here on the island. And it can push the cost up a little bit. Good. I like that it helps the farmers on Islay as well. Not good, but it's a good flavor, and I like what they're doing.
You're going to pay a little bit more for that 100% Islay barley. You're also going to pay a little bit more because this one's minimum 9 years old,
Right.
Whiskey
Yep.
that's in here.
Yep.
So a little bit older whiskey, 100% Islay barley. I think it's worth it. If you're a Kilchoman fan, definitely pick it up. Again, another good, Islay barley edition from
Just know
Kilchoman.
that peat in there is lighter than you may expect, but it's there. It is there.
Yep.
Boom. Scotch. Oh, do you
That's
want to
good.
do any stuff?
Let's do it.
Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
You can go to Patreon. Dummies.
Dummies.
Still snuck it in.